Hey guys, so today I want to have a tiny chat about cream blushes. I'll show you a few different textures and we'll discuss the pluses and minuses, who should try cream blush products that they wish to, what kind of skin types it's best for, and also some application and wear tips. So there's so many different cream blush formulas, but really there are a few really key ones. For instance, there's of course the cream to powder, and I have here a couple of others. There are many examples of blush formulas out there. Cream blushes by themselves are in a class of their own, and there are tons of textures that you can try. Here I'm going to present you with a few options today, and if you are watching my channel, you know that Stila cream blushes or convertibles are my very favorite, but I'm not including them in here today because if you watch my channel, you know about my love for them and you're sick of hearing about them. So I will present you with some other options that I find just as good or close to as good at least. So let's start with a very classic cream blush. This can be either just a classic cream with a dewy finish or something cream to powder with a sort of more of a powdery finish. Here I have a really classic cream blush but without much dew to it, and this is Yves Saint Laurent cream blush in the color 8. So really it doesn't matter which cream blush you choose as long as you enjoy the texture. This is the color I chose because it's kind of a pretty fall shade, and the beauty of cream blushes really is in the fact that they blend amazingly. So smooth, they look very natural, and that's another plus of cream blushes. They look like skin. They look like healthy, dewy skin. You can shear them out or build them up without anything ending up powdery like you can have with powder blushes. And in general, they're very easy to work with. As you see, I just tapped a couple of times and it's almost blended completely. They're easy to dose, they're easy to wear. Now, cream blushes are absolutely best for dry or normal skin types, and depending on the formula of the blush, it will wear pretty well. But for oilier skin types, if you do have trouble keeping oils at bay throughout the day, for instance, if you're using mattifying primer and it's not really controlling your oils, cream can be a little bit trickier to pull off because it'll just wear off much quicker. Another option for cream blushes that I want to show you is a stick cream blush. I like what NARS do in terms of their multiples, but I wanted to show you something that not everybody talks about, and this is Fine 1-1 by Benefit. I think there's only one color as far as I know. This is kind of like pink coral and a highlighty color. This one is a nice blush. It's not my absolute favorite formula, but it's very convenient to travel with. You get a couple colors, you can actually separate them. So this is a swatch, and again it blends in. This is a creamier texture. This is more of a cream to powder formula. This is a more of a dewy cream. Again, it blends in just absolutely effortlessly by not even blending it, but just tapping over the edges, and it just diffuses and looks completely lovely. As you can see, this is not really dewy, it's just the texture of my skin. This one's maybe a little bit more dewy. So if you have oilier skin, of course, you can still wear blushes, cream blushes, but like any cream product, they will wear off your skin a little bit faster. Another texture I wanted to mention, and this is a favorite of many people, is Souflee blushes or whipped blushes, or some kind of like really creamy but very whipped and light texture. Here I have one of my summer favorites, and this is Becca Beach Tint Shimmer Souflee. My color here is Lychee Opal. And this one, it has some shimmer to it, so of course you can get them even matte, I'm pretty sure. You can have them shimmery. This is a more wet formula for sure. It's just as easy to blend. It's a very throw on and go kind of product. This particular one, as you can tell, maybe you can't tell, yeah, there you go, has lots of shimmer to it. It's very pretty, and just livens up your cheeks. And the frequently in cream products, the glowy texture looks really natural. So that's an example of a souffle or a whipped texture in a cream blush. And the last one that I wanted to mention is a kind of formula that works for everywhere on your face. Although I wouldn't hesitate to put a cream blush or even a lipstick on my cheeks or a cream blush on my lips. Really, those cream formulas are super, super similar. So there's not really a huge risk or danger in trying lip product on the cheeks or vice versa. Some of them can be a little bit more comedogenic, like glosses or really, really creamy emollient lipsticks, but you probably wouldn't go for those on your cheeks anyway. Like a matte texture lipstick or a regular cream lipstick, they could work on your cheeks as well if you wish to try. But if not, there are some multiples kinds of products that are supposed to apply everywhere pretty much, that you can wear anywhere you like. And one of those is as an example, I'll show you the Multistick in Cashew from Bite Beauty. This is a little bit tougher to blend, and those tend to be, although NARS managed to produce multiples that are very easy to blend, and I would actually probably recommend NARS over Bite in this case. Although I'm such a lover of Bite Beauty, but really I think that their multiples are somewhat inferior to NARS's multiples. Their lipsticks, of course, are #1 in my books. But this is very, very blendable, very nice, very basic color for me, but also I don't think it's difficult to blend. This is a beautiful, beautiful product, but also I think with NARS you get more bang for your buck on top of it. So like I said, it's very, very nice array of colors. Everything looks super natural, and it's much easier to pull off super bright colors because you can layer them up in very thin layers, which brings me to one of the tips that I wanted to talk about for choosing and wearing cream products. #1 is, of course, blending with your fingers. Blending with your fingers will work best with cream products in general and blushes in particular, because it makes the product a bit warmer, and because it's trapped between your skin and your finger, and as you're tapping it in, it's going to melt into the skin in a much more seamless way. However, if you do want to use a sponge, which also will look great actually, or a brush, I do recommend that you choose a brush that is synthetic, and dual fiber brushes work the best for cream blushes normally, especially for pigmented ones, because otherwise you can end up with clown cheeks pretty fast. So synthetic fibers work much better than natural fibers because they do not absorb products. They're much more sleek. They don't have the little grooves on the actual hair where the product can get stuck on. Therefore, they pick up a little bit less, but the distribution then goes much easier. The next point has to do with when exactly do you apply a cream product. It's best suited for wearing over top of other creams. So apply your cream products before your powder products, otherwise you can experience some balling up or textural changes, and your makeup will end up not looking as good as it could. Now, in terms of actually highlighter and cream bronzer, it's the same. Any cream product goes under a powder product if you do use powder products. And going for very thin layers of application, less is more with cream products, because the less you apply, the more skin-like they look, because the whole point of using cream products is A, ease of application, and B, very, very natural look. So to preserve that natural look, just start low, go slow, a little bit at a time and blend, a little bit at a time and blend. If you do follow those very simple rules, you will achieve a beautiful, beautiful result, and it will be easy in terms of application as well as very beautiful in terms of finish. So this is it for today. I hope it was fun for you to listen to little tips that I have for you for application and selection of blush products. And cream blushes are fun. Go ahead and try some. Tell me if you have a favorite, and if you do, what is it? I want to know. I'm curious. See you guys later. Bye bye.